Hello, my YouTubian buddies. Welcome to another video from Yoga Reviews for you today. Today you notice that we have a little bit different intro than you're probably used to, and that is because this is the first real yoga review for you today on this channel. We have the Lululemon Reversible Mat, and this mat is 5 millimeters. This is the 5 millimeter reversible mat. This mat is actually pretty heavy. And over here it says we designed this mat with a little extra cushion for hips, knees, and floor poses. And that might actually be part of the reason that this mat is so heavy. In fact, this is so heavy that that's actually the first thing that I noticed when I grabbed it. And over here we have a lot to look at. So I'm going to read you the features of this yoga mat. Over here it says we have a polyurethane top layer that absorbs moisture to help you get a grip during sweaty practices. And what that's talking about is this top layer. This top layer is meant for hot yoga and heated classes. And over here we have a natural rubber base that gives you cushioning and a textured grip for low sweat practices. And what this is talking about is this bottom layer. This bottom layer is meant more for gentle yoga or just regular hatha yoga. And then we have an antimicrobial additive that helps prevent mold and mildew on the yoga mat. So this mat's going to last you quite a long time if you're nice to it. And the dimensions of this mat are 26 by 71. And I'd say this is a pretty good sized mat. This is actually bigger than a lot of the mats you'll find at any TJX or Ross or Marshalls or Target or any of those department stores. And this is 5 millimeters, which is 0.12 inches thick. So this is a pretty thick yoga mat, and it's a pretty heavy yoga mat too, as I've said before. And it even says so over here. This is 5.24 pounds. So it is going to be on the heavy side. And over here, one of the things to note is that the color may change over time. This is especially true for brighter colored yoga mats. And it tells you that after every practice, wipe the mat clean with a damp cloth and air dry before rolling and storing away from direct sunlight. And I'm going to tell you here in a minute why you should not store your yoga mat in direct sunlight. And over here it tells you that this mat will have a slight smell that will fade over time. And they're suggesting that you roll it out and air it out before you head to class. Now, I personally don't mind the smell, but there's a lot of other people that will be distracted because this smell is going to be a distraction or a disruption to their practice. So it is important for you to be able to take note of these action steps so that you can take good care of your yoga mat. And then over here, it says that this is manufactured for Lululemon in Vancouver, Canada. And in case you didn't know, Lululemon is a Canadian company. Their United States headquarters are in Santa Monica, Southern California. And this mat retails for $88, 88 US dollars. So it is going to be a little bit on the pricey side, but I would honestly say that this is a pretty good investment. I know I've had to let go of a couple things so that I could be able to get the cash to afford this yoga mat. But in my personal experience, this is going to last me a long time. I've owned one of these before. This has lasted me quite a while. If you're nice to it, it's going to last you quite a while too. So we're going to take a look at this yoga mat. We're going to look at it in and out. So here we go. All right, well today I got the spice chai variation of this yoga mat. It's a nice marble pink colored yoga mat. And one of the first things that you'll notice about this mat when you first open it is definitely the smell. The rubber smell is pretty evident on this yoga mat. Like I said, I personally don't mind it, but there are a lot of other people that are pretty bothered by it. So it's advised that you take good care of the yoga mat and follow the instructions provided in the packaging so that you can be able to get the most out of your yoga mat. Alrighty, so on the top we have this Lululemon logo. This logo is on top. This is on the top left hand corner of the mat. Then right underneath of it we have the same logo. This is printed onto the fabric as opposed to engraved. And this bottom layer is actually pretty nice soft material. It's a nice soft material, and I will say, if you don't take good care of your yoga mat, the bottom will harden over time and there will be some cracking. There will be some cracking when you fold it over time if you're not taking good care of it. Likewise, the top side will get a lot less grippy if you are not taking good care of this yoga mat. And again, we're going to go into the little caveats that come with owning a Lululemon yoga mat here in just a minute. But like I said, this material is pretty soft. This is a pretty nice soft material. This is a pretty nice, yeah, it's a soft material, but it's very grippy, I would say. This is a pretty grippy material. This is not like the Ross or TJX or Target yoga mats. Those yoga mats are a little foamy. This one is also a little foamy, but this one feels more rubber than anything. This is a pretty sturdy material. Like I said, it's gonna last quite a long time if you're nice to it. All right, now I have said before that this is gonna be a good yoga mat if you're nice to it, and it's gonna last you a while. But here are some of the things that I would love for you to take note of in this video. Now, in my personal experience, I have owned a yoga mat just like this one, and I did not take very good care of it. When I got it, I was storing it in direct sunlight, and I was storing it underneath the rear windshield of my car. And each time I did that, the grip on the material would have a lot of wear. So by about 5 months in, the mat did not last very long, and it was not very grippy anymore. The bottom layer of the mat was starting to crack, and there were a lot of cracks on the bottom of the yoga mat because I did not take good care of it. Now, I was storing it in direct sunlight, but I also did not wash the yoga mat. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. I did not wash the yoga mat, and I did not take very good care of it. And that is part of the reason that I strongly suggest that you follow all of the action steps that you need to follow in order to get the most out of your yoga mat so that it can be able to last a pretty long time. It's going to last a pretty long time if you're good to it. The one that I owned was a nice bright pink one. It's a nice bright pink yoga mat. This new one, I got the spiced chai variation. There are a lot of other colors available. And another thing that I want you to have in mind is that this mat tends to absorb a lot of sweat. And during class, I've noticed that a lot of the sweat starts to show on the yoga mat, and there's a lot of sweat stains on the yoga mat. And if you clean it, this shouldn't be a problem. If you regularly clean it, it definitely should not be a problem. If you do gentle yoga, it shouldn't be a problem. But at that time that I was using this mat, I was doing a lot of yoga sculpt, a lot of bar, power yoga, a lot of heated classes, and there was a lot of sweat being poured onto the mat. So, like I said before, definitely use a towel, definitely clean the yoga mat regularly so that you can be able to avoid a lot of the mistakes that I've made when I own this yoga mat. And the bottom line is, if you're paying a premium price for this yoga mat, then by all means, you're getting yourself a premium yoga mat. So I definitely recommend this yoga mat. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can be able to check out more videos like this in the coming weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.